Hello everyone, how are you feeling today? Imagine waking up one morning as usual, but this time, getting out of bed becomes impossible. Your legs no longer have the strength to lift your body, and you must rely on help from a loved one just to take the first few steps of the day. It may sound unfamiliar, but sadly, this is the reality that millions of older adults around the world are facing each day. According to a report by Johns Hopkins University, by the age of 70, the average person has lost up to 40% of their muscle mass. This often happens silently, without them even realizing it. This condition is known as sarcopenia, or age-related muscle loss. And in just the few minutes you are watching this video, around 38 older adults will be hospitalized because weak muscles cause them to lose balance, fall, or become unable to care for themselves. Even more concerning is that muscle loss accelerates rapidly after the age of 65. Yet most of us assume it is just a normal part of aging, and so we overlook the early signs until it is too late. However, recent research from the National Institute on Aging has revealed something remarkable. Certain essential nutrients, including vitamins and minerals, can actually reactivate the muscle regeneration process even in your 70s or 80s. One of the top nutrients even helped restore muscle strength in 87% of study participants within just 14 days. And what may surprise you is this: most of us are lacking these nutrients in our daily meals. Today, I will guide you through the 4 most essential nutrients to help maintain muscle strength as you age. Each one is backed by clinical evidence and highly regarded by health experts. These are not promotional claims. They are supported by data, scientific research, and most importantly, by real-life experiences of people who once lost their strength but regained it by eating and supplementing correctly. Nutrient number 4 may truly surprise you because it is often overlooked, even by clinical doctors. If you are looking for a natural way to regain strength, walk more steadily, reduce the risk of falling, and live more independently every day, then this content is for you. Please keep watching until the end, because just one small change in your daily habit could lead to a much healthier life in the years to come. 1. Gokden. If you often feel tired, weak in the muscles, unsteady when walking, or need a long time to recover after simple activities like walking around the house or climbing a few steps, then your body may be lacking a little-known but very important nutrient, coenzyme Q10, commonly known as KOQ10. This is a natural compound found in nearly all living cells, with high concentrations in energy-demanding organs such as the heart, liver, kidneys, and of course, the musculoskeletal system. The main function of CoQ10 is to participate in the production of ATP, the primary energy source for all bodily activities, including muscle contraction and recovery. When we are young, our bodies produce enough CoQ10 to meet daily needs. However, once we reach middle age, and especially after 60, the ability to synthesize CoQ10 decreases significantly. According to research from the National Institute on Aging, CoQ10 levels in muscle tissue may drop by as much as 60 to 65% in people over the age of 70 compared to their younger years. This deficiency means muscle cells are no longer supplied with enough energy to maintain strength, recover from injury, or even perform basic daily activities efficiently. This is a major contributor to muscle loss, fatigue, and physical weakness in older adults, yet it is often overlooked or mistaken as a natural part of aging. The problem becomes worse for those taking statin medications, commonly used to treat high cholesterol and prevent heart disease. While statins help lower cholesterol, they also suppress CoQ10 production in the liver. This explains why more than 60% of older adults taking statins report symptoms such as muscle soreness, weakness, or cramps. In fact, many people have stopped taking statins due to these symptoms, unaware that the true cause was severe CoQ10 deficiency in their muscle cells. CoQ10 protects muscle strength through 2 main mechanisms. First, it plays a direct role in the biochemical chain within the mitochondria, the site where ATP is produced. Without enough CoQ10, muscle cells cannot generate sufficient energy, leading to long-lasting fatigue and muscle weakness. Second, CoQ10 acts as a powerful antioxidant, neutralizing free radicals produced during metabolism. This helps protect cell membranes and mitochondria from damage, slowing down muscle degeneration caused by aging. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that supplementing older adults with CoQ10 for 12 weeks significantly improved endurance, reduced muscle soreness after walking, and enhanced the ability to perform simple activities such as standing up, climbing stairs, or carrying items. Another study from Japan found that seniors with higher blood levels of CoQ10 had better independent mobility and were less likely to fall than those with deficiencies. What is worth noting is that these benefits do not require intense exercise. Just maintaining adequate CoQ10 can help restore some muscle function that has weakened with age. As for dosage, most experts recommend that older adults take 100 to 200 milligrams of CoQ10 per day. For those on statins or experiencing ongoing muscle soreness or fatigue, a dosage of 200 to 300 milligrams per day may be more effective, but it is best to consult a doctor before taking higher doses. It is also recommended to choose the ubiquinol form of CoQ10. This is the active form that the body has already converted, and it is much more absorbable than the standard ubiquinone form. You should also take CoQ10 after a meal that contains fat to enhance absorption. If possible, choose a product that includes bioperine, an extract from black pepper that can boost CoQ10 absorption by up to 30%. Although CoQ10 can be found in natural foods such as beef, salmon, organ meats, or nuts like cashews and walnuts, the amount is usually not enough to meet therapeutic or restorative needs. For example, to get 100 milligrams of CoQ10, you would need to eat nearly half a kilogram of beef liver each day, which is not realistic for most older adults. Therefore, using a high-absorption CoQ10 supplement is the most practical and safe way to improve muscle health during aging. In practice, users have reported that after taking CoQ10 consistently for 4 to 6 weeks, they felt steadier while walking, no longer felt like their legs were giving out, had less fatigue when climbing stairs, and even slept better without nighttime leg cramps. Some even noticed slight improvements in memory, thanks to CoQ10's role in energy support for the central nervous system. A major advantage is that CoQ10 is completely safe, non-toxic, non-accumulating, and can be used long-term. This has been confirmed by over 200 clinical studies in older adults across Europe, the United States, and Japan. Therefore, if you are experiencing muscle weakness, chronic fatigue, or unusual soreness while taking cholesterol-lowering medication, coenzyme Q10 is the first nutrient you should consider supplementing. Sometimes, a small change like this can make a big difference in your health, independence, and quality of life every day. 1. Vitamin D. People think of vitamin D most immediately associate it with bone health. However, few are aware that vitamin D plays a vital role in muscle strength, especially in middle-aged and older adults. A deficiency in vitamin D not only contributes to osteoporosis, but also directly weakens the muscles, reduces balance, and increases the risk of falling, one of the leading causes of hospitalization and loss of independence in seniors. Vitamin D is a fat-soluble vitamin that acts like a hormone and is present in most cells, including muscle cells. In muscle tissue, vitamin D binds to special receptors that help activate the process of muscle protein synthesis and maintain strong muscle contraction. When vitamin D is deficient, these receptors are deactivated, which means the muscles do not receive proper signals to function efficiently. As a result, muscle mass gradually declines, mobility weakens, and the body becomes more easily fatigued. According to data from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, more than 40% of people over 65 years old have a vitamin D deficiency. The percentage is even higher among those who stay indoors frequently, have little sun exposure, or suffer from chronic illnesses. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that just 4 months of consistent vitamin D supplementation can significantly improve muscle strength in older adults and reduce the risk of falling by up to 20%. Remarkably, these results were achieved without any major changes in exercise or physical activity routines. The role of vitamin D in muscle health goes beyond protein synthesis. It also regulates calcium absorption, a crucial mineral for muscle contraction. Without sufficient vitamin D, the body cannot absorb calcium effectively from food, leading to poor coordination of muscle contractions and a higher likelihood of cramps or sudden fatigue during physical activity. This is why many older adults experience muscle soreness and imbalance despite having adequate calcium intake, because a lack of vitamin D interrupts the absorption and utilization of this essential mineral. Overlooked issue is that signs of vitamin D deficiency are not easy to detect. Many people simply feel tired, weak, or experience minor falls, but do not think to test their vitamin D levels. In reality, a simple blood test can help identify this deficiency. If you live in a place with limited sunlight, have darker skin, often wear full coverage clothing when outdoors, or rarely spend time outside, you are at higher risk of lacking vitamin D. Current recommendation for adults aged 65 and older is to take between 800 to 1,000 international units, IU, of vitamin D per day. However, many experts at the National Institutes of Health in the United States believe that a daily intake of 1,000 to 2,000 IU is more effective for older adults, especially during winter or in low sunlight conditions. For individuals with severe deficiency, as shown in blood tests, doctors may prescribe higher doses for a short period to replenish levels quickly. The best source of vitamin D remains sunlight. When sunlight touches the skin, the body naturally synthesizes vitamin D. However, in older adults, this ability to produce vitamin D declines significantly with age. Moreover, due to concerns about skin cancer or dermatological conditions, many people avoid the sun or use strong sunscreen, which prevents the body from making enough vitamin D. Therefore, supplementation through food or dietary supplements becomes necessary. Food sources of vitamin D include salmon, mackerel, sardines, egg yolks, beef liver, and vitamin D fortified milk. However, if you want a consistent and convenient way to meet your daily vitamin D needs, supplements are an ideal option. It is best to choose vitamin D in the form of D3, cholecalciferol, as it is better absorbed by the body compared to D2. A study by Harvard University showed that D3 is up to 87% more effective than D2 in raising blood levels of vitamin D. Besides tablets, you can also choose liquid or spray forms of vitamin D if you have trouble swallowing pills. Products that combine vitamin D3 with olive oil or coconut oil are optimal because vitamin D is fat-soluble and absorbs well with dietary fat. Some reputable brands such as Nature Made, Nordic Naturals, and Solgar have all passed independent quality tests and are suitable for older adults. Effects that users notice after taking vitamin D are quite clear. They often feel less fatigued during movement, no longer experience an energy crash in the afternoon, fall less when walking, sleep more deeply, and even feel mentally brighter. Recent studies also suggest that vitamin D can help improve mood and prevent cognitive decline in the elderly, thanks to its role in regulating the nervous and immune systems. It's important to remember that vitamin D is not a miracle cure, but when taken at the right dose, consistently, and combined with a sensible diet, it becomes a solid pillar for supporting muscle, bone, and overall physical health in older adults. If you have ever experienced nighttime cramps, unusual weakness, or unexplained minor falls, vitamin D might just be the missing piece in your health puzzle. 3. Vitamin B12. If you have ever experienced numbness in your hands or feet, unsteady walking, poor balance, or dizziness when standing up, you may be lacking a very important vitamin, vitamin B12. This is an essential nutrient that the body needs to maintain a healthy nervous system. It also plays a key role in producing red blood cells, transporting oxygen to muscles, and supporting overall physical strength. In younger people, vitamin B12 is usually absorbed easily from foods such as red meat, fish, eggs, and milk. However, over time, the body's ability to absorb B12 decreases due to the aging of the digestive system. After the age of 50, the stomach lining gradually thins and produces less hydrochloric acid, a substance needed to release B12 from protein in food. This is why many older adults suffer from B12 deficiency, even though their diet appears normal. Vitamin B12 affects muscles through several mechanisms. First, it helps form the myelin sheath, the protective covering around nerves. When B12 is lacking, this sheath becomes damaged, and signals from the brain to the muscles become disrupted. As a result, you may experience trembling in your hands and feet, muscle weakness, difficulty maintaining balance, and an increased risk of falling, even though your eyesight is fine and your mind is alert. B12 deficiency also causes a loss of sensation in the nerve endings of the feet and hands, making you more likely to trip or fall without knowing why. In addition, B12 is a vital transporter of oxygen to the muscles. It helps the bone marrow produce healthy red blood cells, which are the carriers that deliver oxygen to muscle tissues. When B12 is deficient, the red blood cells produced are smaller and weaker, and their ability to carry oxygen is reduced. This causes the muscles to tire easily, recover slowly, and lose strength over time. Many older adults often feel short of breath, or extremely fatigued after just a few steps on the stairs. They may think it is a heart problem, but in reality, the issue is poor oxygen supply to the muscles. Another important point is that vitamin B12 deficiency is often mistaken for other health conditions. Many seniors visit the doctor due to headaches, forgetfulness, persistent fatigue, or difficulty sleeping, and are diagnosed with age-related disorders or mild depression. In fact, a simple blood test could reveal that they are severely lacking vitamin B12. Some studies show that more than 30% of people over the age of 60 have B12 levels below the recommended range without being diagnosed. Research from Tufts University in the United States has shown that older adults with adequate B12 levels in the blood have better balance, stronger hand grip, and faster walking speed compared to those with a deficiency. Another study published in the Journal of Clinical Neurology found that taking regular B12 supplements for 6 to 8 weeks clearly improved symptoms such as hand tremors, unstable walking, and unexplained fatigue in older adults. The recommended daily intake for adults is 2.4 micrograms. However, for older people, especially those taking stomach acid blockers or diabetes medications like metformin, the ability to absorb B12 from food is significantly reduced. These individuals often need a higher dose or should take B12 in sublingual, spray, or injectable forms. Some experts recommend a dosage of 500 to 1,000 micrograms per day in the form of methylcobalamin, the active form of B12 that is easier to absorb and remains in muscle tissue longer than the more common cyanocobalamin form. B12 is found in beef liver, salmon, tuna, eggs, and dairy products. However, as mentioned earlier, food alone is often not enough to correct the deficiency in older adults. Therefore, using dietary supplements is necessary and very safe. It is best to choose products with a clear origin and verified quality, especially sublingual tablets or spray forms that bypass the digestive system for faster and more efficient absorption. One highly rated product is the methylcobalamin sublingual tablet from Jarrow Formulas. This tablet dissolves slowly under the tongue and is absorbed directly into the bloodstream through the mouth lining. Another popular option is the Vitamin Code Raw B12 by Garden of Life, which also includes digestive enzymes and probiotics to enhance absorption. A great choice for older adults with stomach issues. Many users report noticeable improvements after consistently taking B12 for 4 to 6 weeks. They experience increased endurance, better mobility, improved mood, and sharper memory. Some say they no longer feel weak in the legs when walking, no longer wake up with numb hands or feet, and their thinking becomes clearer in daily life. An unexpected benefit is deeper and more restful sleep, thanks to the nourishment and protection of the nerves. It is important to note that you should not take high doses of B12 for a long time without regular blood tests. While a deficiency is dangerous, excess intake without proper monitoring will not bring better results. It is best to consult a doctor to determine the right dosage, especially if you are taking medications that affect absorption, such as metformin, omeprazole, or ranitidine. Finally, remember that vitamin B12 is not just a single nutrient. It is a smart transporter that supports muscle function, maintains the connection between nerves and movement, and helps you walk steadily, move precisely, and live more independently each day. If you are looking for a safe and natural way to rebuild muscle strength, B12 is one of the strongest foundations to begin with. Fear, vitamin C. If you think that vitamin C is only useful for boosting immunity or preventing colds, you are overlooking a critically important role it plays in muscle health and physical mobility, especially for older adults. In fact, vitamin C is one of the foundational nutrients that helps maintain the structure, durability, and strength of muscles through many biological mechanisms that are often unnoticed. One of the most important functions of vitamin C is its involvement in collagen synthesis. Collagen is the main protein that makes up connective tissue, ligaments, and the protective layer surrounding muscle fibers. Every bundle of muscle in the body is wrapped in a layer of collagen that helps secure, protect, and bind muscle fibers together into a strong unit. Without enough vitamin C, collagen production slows down, making the muscle structure weaker and more fragile during movement. This is one of the hidden reasons why many older adults experience muscle pain, soreness, slow recovery, or even minor tears when lifting or stretching too much. Vitamin C also acts as a powerful antioxidant. As we age, muscle cells are increasingly exposed to oxidative stress caused by free radicals. These unstable molecules are produced during metabolism and chronic inflammation. Free radicals damage mitochondria, the energy generators of muscle cells, weakening the muscles, reducing their ability to repair themselves, and gradually contributing to muscle loss over time. Vitamin C helps neutralize these free radicals, thereby protecting the structure of muscle cells, slowing muscle aging, and minimizing muscle loss as we age. Another lesser-known but equally important role of vitamin C is its support in the production of carnitine. Carnitine is an essential compound that helps the body convert fat into energy that muscles can use. Without enough carnitine, muscles become energy deprived and are more prone to fatigue, weakness, and power loss even without excessive activity. Vitamin C is a necessary link in this energy conversion chain. That is why a lack of vitamin C can make older adults feel constantly tired, lose energy during basic activities, and take a long time to recover after illness or physical exertion. Research at Tufts University in the United States showed that older adults with higher levels of vitamin C in their blood had stronger hand grip, faster walking speed, and better muscle mass maintenance than those with lower levels. Another analysis published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition also reported that seniors who took vitamin C regularly had better recovery of mobility after illness, fewer falls, and noticeably improved muscle endurance when doing light exercise. Besides its benefits for muscles, vitamin C also supports the immune system and enhances the absorption of non-heme iron from plant-based foods. Iron is a crucial mineral that helps transport oxygen to muscles. When iron is deficient, the body becomes anemic, reducing the amount of oxygen delivered to muscle tissues, causing muscles to tire faster and feel weaker. Vitamin C is the assistant that helps the body absorb iron more efficiently, indirectly supporting the muscle system in a sustainable way. The recommended daily intake of vitamin C for adults is 75 milligrams for women and 90 milligrams for men. However, many experts believe that older adults should take higher doses ranging from 200 to 400 milligrams per day to achieve effective antioxidant benefits and maintain muscle and bone health. Since vitamin C is water-soluble and not stored in the body for long periods, it must be replenished daily. It cannot be loaded up once a week. Vitamin C is found in many fruits and vegetables such as oranges, tangerines, grapefruits, kiwis, strawberries, bell peppers, tomatoes, broccoli, and potatoes. However, due to higher needs and reduced absorption with age, many older adults still need extra supplementation from dietary products, especially during periods of weakness, recovery from illness, or after muscle injuries. If you are looking for a vitamin C supplement, choose a product that includes bioflavonoids or quercetin, natural compounds that help increase vitamin C absorption into muscle tissues and extend its activity in the bloodstream. Some products come in liposomal form, meaning the vitamin C is encapsulated in a phospholipid membrane, which has been shown to improve absorption 2 to 3 times compared to regular tablets. This is especially beneficial for those with digestive or absorption issues. Users have reported that after consistently taking vitamin C for several weeks, they feel more alert, experience less muscle fatigue when walking, and no longer suffer from shaky legs or muscle chills after standing for long periods. Some also noted faster recovery from colds or minor infections, issues that commonly affect the elderly. All of these benefits come from a simple and easily accessible nutrient that is often underestimated when it comes to caring for aging muscles. One final reminder is this: vitamin C is not just something to take when you have a runny nose. It is a structural component that helps keep your muscles strong, flexible, and youthful. Make sure to get enough vitamin C every day, as a simple but effective way to protect your muscular and skeletal health throughout the aging process. Dear friend, we have just explored 6 essential nutrients that help maintain and restore muscle strength in middle-aged and older adults. From coenzyme Q10, vitamin D, B12, and C to magnesium and creatine, each nutrient plays a unique role, but they all work together to nourish your muscles from within. They do not only help improve strength and reduce muscle fatigue or cramping, but also support mobility, enhance balance, and protect you from losing your independence as you age. You might be wondering where to begin when the list includes as many as 6 different nutrients. The answer is very simple. Start with one small change today. It could be a sublingual vitamin B12 tablet every morning, or a glass of milk fortified with vitamin D during lunch, or simply eating some green vegetables, an orange, or a few almonds each day. These small actions, when repeated consistently, have the power to create big changes in your body. Muscle strength is not a luxury reserved for the young. On the contrary, the older we get, the more vital our muscles become as the foundation for independence, activity, and daily joy. If you currently rely on others for simple tasks such as grocery shopping, standing up, sitting down, or even getting dressed, remember this: it can all change as long as you start nurturing your body with what it truly needs. You do not have to change everything in a single day. Choose one nutrient that seems most suitable for your current condition. Talk to your doctor. Give it a try. Observe how your body feels after a week, then after a month. You may be surprised to discover how strong and capable your body still is, perhaps more than you ever thought possible. If you found the information in today's video helpful, please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss upcoming content. We will continue to accompany you on your health journey, especially on familiar topics such as joint pain, memory loss, or sleep difficulties in older age. Are you currently using any of the nutrients mentioned today? Have you noticed any improvements in your mobility or sleep quality? Feel free to leave a comment below and share your experience with us, because health journeys are always better when we share them together. Wishing you strength, peace, and the ability to manage any health concerns you are facing. We look forward to seeing you in the next video.